Breaking news. Straight out of Ngaruwa, New Zealand. Here's Maurieo. Hello. Maurieo's daily vlog. Number 575. Steroid free. Hello. Welcome. Well, we've got some breaking news on the maurieo front, so let's go over to our reporter in the field, Maurieo. As mentioned in the following video, I got a chance to stop in for a cup of tea at a cafe on the site of the Anglesey Clinic, where I catch up with my neurologist. So I had a little chance just to sit down there and take a video of, well, the traffic really in Anglesey Street, which is sort of one street off the main street there, just to give you a bit of an idea of what goes on in this centre of Hamilton here. Not a particularly busy day, but reasonably mild and warm, slightly cloudy, but reasonable. Yes, I've just returned to campus after my appointment with the neurologist. So first thing this morning we had students' presentations for the civil student end of the year projects, and I attended as many of those as I could, and then hopped into town to go and see my neurologist. And I got there a little bit early, and so I was able to pop in and have a cup of tea and a bit of carrot cake in Hamilton there. So that was just a nice little interlude. And I went off to see my neurologist, who I've been seeing for, well, since about 2008, I think, as we go back quite a way. And so, yeah, everything's, as expected. I won't say I'm getting any better, but I'm not getting incredibly worse, which is always good news. However, I did say to him that I was getting really annoyed. The only thing with the regime that I'm under is the steroids, and I've sort of done this before, but he suggested, well, perhaps we should knock the steroids on the head for a little while and see if they are actually doing anything. Their purpose is to really extend the effectiveness of the IVIG I take every weekend, my infusion. And so I'm quite pleased. I'm sort of pleased and not pleased, because on the one hand, I won't be able to stay up all night one night a week, but on the other hand, I won't have all the associated problems with that of catching up with sleep and associated stomach and food problems. So yeah, I'm sort of so we're going to see how that goes. So that's all good. And so now I've returned to Wintec for my afternoon class from 3 to 6, which, it's presentations. So I've asked them to come up with some exciting beginnings and to entertaining presentations. In this case, where I'm focusing on the presentation. So I'm sort of in high expectations, but, time will tell. I don't think anyone would have ever guessed that the breaking news spin that I put on that came well after the fact that I recorded that video. I think it's almost seamless. But so that's great news on that front. I think that'll... we're just going to trial it for a month and see if it has any noticeable effect. I think I did say I go for the infusion every weekend. It's actually every 2 weekends, and I'm due in for an infusion this weekend. So that's going to be that's awesome news there. So that's really great. And I went back and did the presentations with my engineering, drawing and modelling, engineering and drawing class, design and drawing class. And they didn't disappoint, I have to say. There was a great variety of the way that they approached the presentation. I gave them a number of options. Essentially, they're drawing a subdivision of a cul-de-sac. So I said, well, they could take, they could create a scenario around their presentation. So they could say, well, I'll use some examples. One took the view that he was an investment banker, trying to promote it as an investment. A couple of them did real estate sort of point of view. One or two did looked at the design of it. Another one looked at the problems that they had with it along the way, which was really good feedback. So what that meant was I got a variety of different presentations from the students, and also I didn't get the same old time after time because they're all working on the same base information. So I was very pleased with that and got some good ideas going forward as to what I might do and how I might just improve the whole overall thing. The presentations sort of in some ways, I haven't practiced this, I hope this goes well, but in some ways they're sort of like a funeral in some ways. You don't really like being there, but you feel obliged to sort of you do it, and you know that you have to do it. And I sort of want to take that away from that. I think that myself, I've always, well, not always, but I've learnt to enjoy presenting and relax and sort of try and be myself as much as I can in front of people. And I think that's when people get to experience that, I think that's worthwhile. So that's the sort of vibe I'm trying to build around that, and that's really good. So here it is. I go into my first weekend, the steroid-free weekend. So I don't quite know how that's going to go. I might quickly want to go back to the steroids. It might be too much work to be steroid-free. I won't have any excuses. So, but anyway, let's move on to the diary. And here we have the diary for Thursday, the 15th of November. So, and despite not doing any lawn mowing or shed work or anything like that, I've recorded 4,544 steps, which is a bit of a surprise to me. But I do feel that in some ways, to quote the vernacular of I was running around like a blue ass fly. Most of the fly that goes around like that, and I was a bit like that today, so that might explain the high mileage there on that front. So steroid free, we're going to have a bit of a rebus. It's a little bit different, this one, in terms of it's there. And 202, the where, what, who, hint one, it's been done. WT got it sorted out there, and it's all very well, and I taught for 3 hours. So presentations, pretty busy there all day. So let's move on to today's challenge, and it is a rebus, a bit of a humorous one, but the question is, what movie or what is this advertising? What is it advertising? Yes, I came across this one. I've got to have that one for my daily challenge. So yes, I was. It's sort of almost up for web crap of the week material, actually. Web crap, it could do well in web crap of the week, but I think I'll just use it here in the challenge, and we've got plenty of other material for web crap of the week. So yesterday's challenge was to name the meme, and well, Marco came through with the answer there. Unhelpful teacher meme. It's the unhelpful teacher meme. And Mark O, I'm pretty sure, is a teacher himself. So
If you want the blank for the meme, drop me an email and I'll send it your way. I actually downloaded it from a website, I think, called Know Your Meme, where you can actually download the background for a number of popular memes and then, I guess, populate it yourself, or there might be even something on the website there. But yeah, so well done, Marco. He breaks Moz's run there, and so we'll see what happens with the challenge tomorrow. So that brings us to the end of today's vlog. It was a busy day with some good news, a bit of videos and what have you. As I said, running around like a blue ass fly, but yeah, no, it's good fun. Went pretty quickly, and even now I notice it's coming up 11 o'clock, and I'm still got a bit of energy in there in the tank, and we're up again tomorrow for our last day of classes with an 8 o'clock class. And well, guess what? I think I've got presentations. Well, we'll see what these boys come up with. So that's all well and good. Thanks everybody for liking and subscribing, for viewing my videos first of all, and viewing them, and then interacting with the comments and challenges and stuff like that. That's all part and parcel of what I'm trying to do, and sort of the community that develops around various YouTubers and their creations and contributions. And so thank you very much. Onwards and upwards. We look forward to seeing you again tomorrow.
That's all, folks.
Smash that like button. Whew. Yeah. Got it done.